Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. What's going on, everyone? As we turn the corner here and we start the stream today, Bitcoin is in a precarious, yes, I used the weird word precarious position as we start the stream today. We're going to jump right on into it and not wait for this to zoom into my beautiful face, even though a lot of you ladies probably like this beautiful face. Look at this beautiful face. Anyways, let's jump on into the stream today. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing today? It is Tuesday. And Bitcoin's not having a terrible Tuesday. I mean, we're just going sideways here. As expected, the days where I do 2 streams, we go sideways. Don't you already know? All right. Jennifer said here and like smashed. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. All right. Let's jump on into the action here. What is Bitcoin doing on the hourly time frame? Well, if you take a look here, earlier today, we actually got a fake out pump to the upside. So we actually broke this resistance of this symmetrical triangle we were talking about earlier today, pumped up to the upside all the way up to about 41,300, and then actually pulled back right back into the triangle retesting the bottom of the support again, actually wicking pretty far below it, but closing back above it. So now we're kind of just back in the triangle. It actually reminds me a lot of our bigger symmetrical triangle that we actually had a fake out to the upside, fake out to the downside, and then we actually broke back up to the upside. It's kind of what it's reminding me of a little bit here. Obviously, we have to wait to see if we break this resistance, but we will see that. Now, even if we break this symmetrical triangle to the upside, right? Even if we break it to the upside, what we could actually just be in is actually, if we delete this line here, we could just actually be in a bigger ascending triangle, right? Where we got pretty much, we closed up at the same point on this top side 3 times, right? And we're just getting higher lows. So either way, the ascending triangle is actually a bullish pattern. So that could be pretty bullish for us. Now, if we look at this from this scenario, we do have some type of bullish divergence here, where we're getting higher lows in price action and lower lows on the RSI, which should, in theory, push us back up to the upside. But we know Bitcoin doesn't love theories, right? Bitcoin likes pure data, all right? Bitcoin likes pure data. It doesn't like theories. So we're going to wait to see if we at first eventually break out of this symmetrical triangle. Then we'll see if we can break this resistance line that's been kind of a pain in the butt here at about 40,750, give or take a few dollars there. All right. So that's the hourly chart, guys. That's the hourly chart. Bitcoin shorts is increasing. Yeah, the Bitcoin shorts is really increasing. All right, let's jump on into the 4-hour time frame chart. All right, the 4-hour time frame chart. This is still looking pretty damn juicy. And yes, I'm using the word juicy here. 4-hour time frame has room to run up to the upside. Didn't even mention on the hourly. We got tons of room to run on the hourly RSI to the upside as long as with the 4-hour, right? What basically we did is we obviously we know we talked about this yesterday, but we pretty much just got rejected at this high from May 26th, and we're having a tough time breaking that, right? It's about 41,000, give or take a few dollars there. What's a few dollars among friends? Shout out to Ben Cowan there. But yeah, about 41,000. That is the our resistance that we're having a hard time to break. What's up, Chris Eck? You can definitely check out Pearl for you, my friend, as soon as we get to it. What we could be doing here is waiting for the 4-hour EMA to catch up to us here. Getting a nice bounce off that and continuing up. It's usually what we like doing on kind of these moves up. Not so much lately. Lately, this hasn't been a huge factor, but as we know in the past, it can act as pretty big resistance, and act as pretty big support when you get back above it. It hasn't been too much of a factor the last couple weeks, but that's something we're obviously going to keep an eye on. Now, I do want to touch on something we've been touching on multiple times, right? There's 2 patterns here that are playing out perfectly, right? So the wick off accumulation pattern, we've been talking about this every single day, and we're going to continue to do it until it doesn't work, right? So far, it's been working. Now, you could argue that we're in this LPS stage, or you could argue, right, that we're up here in this kind of SOS stage, right? You could argue either way. Now, I think that we're not at the SOS stage. The SOS stage of this would basically mean that we are coming back down to retest our resistance lines. We are currently not above our resistance lines. You can see there are 2 big resistances here, are 41,000 from this high and 41,500 from this high. So until we get back above that and confirm, that's what I think is the SOS range. And before we continue up in phase E here. What I think we're basically in is we're just in this LPS stage where we're just getting a quick pullback before hopefully breaking us back above 41,500. That's what I'm hoping for here. Now, we might not do it in the first try. We all know that we could go a little bit lower here. Expect a pullback, right? That's why I am expecting us to break to the downside out of this triangle, down to about 38,000. That's what I'm expecting us to do here in the short term. But we obviously have to wait and see what happens. I do think that we are in this LPS stage, getting that first pullback before getting back above that big resistance, okay? The second thing is obviously our fractal from March of 2020. As we know, we've been looking at this every day, and we will continue looking at it until it doesn't work. Same thing as the accumulation, okay? Let's post this here. You can see it's almost exactly the same with one outlier where we haven't quite get that pullback yet, but I do think, like I said earlier, that pullback is coming here to 38,000, and then we continue on our way up. Same thing as March of 2020, okay? That's what I'm expecting to happen here, all right? So we'll keep going over that. Oops, I didn't want to delete that. I didn't want to delete that here. I want to keep that to the side over here. Let me move that to the side. There we go. There we go. Sorry, Trigger. What's going on? What's going on, Jimmy and Jazz and Sonny and what's going on? What's going on? All right. Daily chart. Death cross is coming. Death cross does not mean anything. All right. If you guys have a question about the death cross, let me know, but I will disprove it for you instantly. We're not going to go over it today because we go over it every damn day, and we're not doing it today, right? We're not doing it today. We're not getting this death cross. No one's dying here. No one's dying. We might get a little bit of a pullback after we get the death cross, but history actually says we get a pump after the death cross. So doesn't mean anything. So we're not going to spend too much time on that. Daily RSI still has so much room to run to the upside. That's what's really exciting here. We've gotten to the 40,000s, only getting about halfway up on the daily RSI. So we can continue this nice bounce here really nicely. Daily chart here, we're over our 20-day exponential moving average. We're also getting pretty close to our 50-day, right? And this is the one that I actually wanted to touch on here. This is the one that's actually the death cross. If you even want to say anything's really the death cross, I don't believe in these moving average crosses really having any type of significance. But the 20, when the 20 actually crosses back over the 50, that tends to be the actual death cross. You can see right here, we got the cross right here. That kind of started our big dump down to the downside. You can see it's happened back in the past. We actually haven't had one. You see right here, we had a little bit of one right here, which actually correlated to a pretty big dump to the downside. But you can see it's usually when these two cross tends to be the right here, bam, cross, boom to the downside. It's when the 20 and the 50 end up crossing, that tends to be the major one. But I'm not going to go through all of them, but just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. Switching on over to this daily chart. Stock RSI still looks a little toppy here. So it's another reason why we might need maybe 1, 2, 3, even a week of maybe consolidating back down to 38,000, maybe even down to 35,000 to kind of reset the stock RSI to the bottom. We don't need to do that. Just would be kind of nice. MACD still looking to move up here. Still building positive momentum on the MACD. So the MACD still looks really good on the daily chart here. Volume still pretty low, even on this breakout. So I don't love the volume. We're not getting the same volume we were back here. But volume not looking terrible. Kind of in the medium hemisphere there. Weekly charts. Weekly. This is where it starts getting really exciting, right? We're getting super close to our 21-week EMA that we could be retesting in these next couple weeks, and that's going to be the major factor. Are we going to continue this bull run? Are we not? If we get rejected off that, it's not going to be very good to me. What's up, Anna Maria? Have a coffee on me. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'll definitely can take a look at Cardano for you for sure. And blue collar, I can definitely take a look at Anchor for you as well. Let me actually hold on. Why isn't that working? Something's not working here, guys. Let me know if something gets messed up there on the sounds when the stuff pops up, and I will turn it off. But I did update something for the stream today. There we go. Let me know if that's being like it's echoing or anything, and I'll turn it off for you. Why is that all messed up? All right, I gotta fix that. It's all messed up. Come on, man. I always mess that stuff up. Anyways, looking at where are we looking at? The weekly chart. This is what I'm excited for, basically. We're going to retest that 21-week EMA here. The stock RSI is moving back to the upside in the weekly, and that's what we want to see. We want to see these long-term indicators start looking bullish. And this looks like it bottomed out, and we're ready to start our next big run to the upside. As we've seen in the past, obviously that's when we bottom out on this. That tends to be the bottom of our dips. The MACD also looking to move back to bullish here, which looks really good too, as far as the histogram goes. So both of those indicators look good on the longer term time frames. The shorts, guys, keep shorting. Keep shorting the damn market. You're just going to give us more fuel to move to the upside when we actually start getting these major runs. I'm telling you, once Bitcoin breaks 42.5, or sorry, yeah, 42.5, these shorts are going to get absolutely destroyed. Like I said, we may not do it today. We may not do it tomorrow. We may not do it Thursday or Friday or Saturday. But one day, these shorts are going to get absolutely liquidated, and it's going to cause a major run to the upside. I'm calling it right now. Once Bitcoin breaks 42.5 on a close, we are going straight to 48K within 24 hours. I'm calling it right now, okay? That's my bold prediction of whenever it happens. Like I said, it doesn't have to happen sometime soon, but whenever we break 42.5, we are getting a crazy move to the upside, all right? So that's the shorts. All right, let's go over a few different things here, all right? This first one, Shiba. You guys want some lotion too. There's some good lotion here. Man. Shiba is going on Coinbase Pro. We saw a big pump from Shiba today. Just looking at this picture makes me mad. Shiba's on Coinbase Pro. We saw Shiba take a big pump today. And yes, I didn't say dump. We take a big pump today, even though it should be a dump. I'm not very happy about this. Actually, I really don't care. Obviously, it's going to do good before it goes up onto Coinbase. So expect it to continue to probably get a pump here. But do expect it to pull back pretty heavily as soon as it goes back up on Coinbase. This is absolutely ridiculous. We were making so much progress on Shiba moving down the ranks, and it hasn't really happened yet. Well, now it hasn't happened. Now we lost all that damn progress because of Coinbase catering to the noobs. Anyways, let's go on into the next Bitcoin chart I want to talk about. I wanted to take a look at the SHIB tattoo on forehead. It's not getting back up there. All right. Bitcoin stablecoin ratio. All right. I saw this chart today, and I did want to bring it up on stream because I found it very, very, very interesting. So basically what this shows is it takes Bitcoin and divides it by the amount in stablecoins. Okay. You can see every time that this bottoms out tends to always be the bottom of our dips. You can see where we are right now, right? This green ray of sun. Actually, let me get the weatherman out. This is a perfect prime for the weatherman. All right, hold up. All right. You can see right here, right? We're bottom of our dip. The bottom of our dip, it correlates perfectly. You guys can't really see it. It's behind me. Perfectly. Right here with the bottom of the Bitcoin stablecoin ratio. You go through all of them, right? Just look at the March of 2020. Bottom of the stablecoin ratio. All right. We go look, right? Bottom of this dip. Boom. Bottom of this dip. Boom. Right? Bottom, all these bear markets over here, right? All those bear markets. Bottom of the stablecoin ratio. I thought this was an absolutely awesome indicator. And I think this is just another reason why we are why we are going to the bottom, or why this is the bottom of this dip. Okay, so why it is the bottom of the dip, and why we will continue up from here on out. I'm telling you, we will continue up from here on out. I'm pretty damn confident we have hit the bottom. At least we like I said, we could go back down to 30K, retest it one more time, but I do not think we break 30K. The more I see some of these longer term charts, and some of these indicators pointing to exactly Bitcoin being at the bottom, it's more am I expecting we're not being at the bottom. But this is basically saying that money is moving, or we basically hit the bottom of the amount of money that can be in stablecoins versus Bitcoin, right? And this is when you typically see money start flowing back from stablecoins back into Bitcoin. Basically, this is what this means. All right, so it's a pretty good indicator. I actually, it was the first time I saw this. I thought it was pretty damn interesting. So anyway, wanted to show it to you guys. RSI outline looks exactly like Doge. Pretty much. All right, moving on. The next one I wanted to look at. The Bitcoin total supplied held by long holders, aka hodlers, aka
my cojones are rock hard.
My cojones are rock hard. So this basically shows the total supply held by long-term holders. You could see when we obviously were topping out here up at 65K, should have been a signal that we were probably topping out here in the short term. Now, if we look, right, we bottomed out here on this, right? The supply held by long-term holders was basically a lot of Bitcoin was held by new holders, right? New people FOMOing into the market, aka Dogers or aka Shiba-ers, right? One of those two. Those were a lot of the coins were being bought up by new investors. You can see now a lot of those people have left the market. Not all of them. Not all of them. There's still a lot of them. We're not quite at the September and the November ranges of total Bitcoin supply being held by long-term holders. But we are starting to see that kind of rise up here. And it's interesting, as the price has been moving up the last couple days, we're actually continuing to see this rise, which means that the big money, right? The long-term holders, let's be honest, the long-term holders are the people with money, right? They're the people who have already made a ton of money on Bitcoin. So they're the people with money. It's good to see this rise as the price rises. So that means who's buying the dip? It's the people with a lot of money. It's the whales. It's the market manipulators are buying the dips. Okay, this is exactly what you want to see. And I am really excited to see this too, along with that stablecoin ratio, really pointing to more of a macro bottom where we just hit, in my personal opinion. Okay, it's my personal opinion. You don't have to agree. We all can agree that everyone has their own opinion. So all the bears out there, I know there's a lot of salty bulls, right? At the bottom here, there was a lot of salty bulls. Okay, and no, I'm not saying what you think. I'm saying bulls. Now, I know there's a lot of salty bears right now thinking, you guys are having your time in the sun. We're going back down to 20K. Certainly possible, all right? But we're all here to collaborate, and we're all here for the same reasons. Even the salty bulls, even the salty bears eventually want the price to go up. We've talked about it multiple times. That's why, guys, let's be nice in the chat to the bears and the bulls, because at the end of the day, the bears want the price to go up eventually. The only reason they're bears in the chat right now are because they want to buy Bitcoin at a lower price. They want to buy altcoins at a lower price. So they're going to FUD. They're going to spread FUD, okay? Even as the price goes up, they're going to continue to spread FUD, saying this is a dead cat bounce. We're going lower because they want to buy it lower, all right? We all know how they work. We're not falling for your games anymore, all right? Everyone that would have already fell for your games has already left, okay? So the people that are still here, there's no reason to spread FUD. We're going, all right? All right, let's stop talking about salty bulls here. All right, crypto fear and greed index currently at a 38. Same as yesterday. It hasn't quite updated yet. I think this updates again pretty soon. I think it updates at 8 o'clock. I think, and I'm not sure why this says 19. Probably because I haven't updated the page. But sitting at a 38, I still think we're a little bit more to the right. I think people are a little more bullish than this based on the poll I did earlier today, or I did yesterday. Pretty much everyone was bullish. So this is still not. I don't really agree with this right now. Basically, is what I'm saying. I think the basic sentiment is higher than that, based on what I've seen on Twitter, based on what I've seen on other YouTube channels, based on what I've seen on a bunch of different other platforms. I just see. I see a lot more hopium than 38. I don't know about you guys. I'll ask you guys the same question in the chat. Like, I don't agree with the 38 personally. Iron Scooby said, "Bears, your FUD don't work." It don't work anymore. It don't work anymore. I mean, trust me, there was plenty of people that were listening to the FUD. Plenty of people listening to the FUD. But they're not. All those people have already left. Right? Rest in peace, Devontae Duke. Devontae Duke, if you're here, I know you're coming back. I know you'll be back at 60. When Bitcoin gets back down to 60K, you'll be back. I know Devontae Duke will be back. All right, Bitcoin dominance. Let's bust out the weatherman for the Bitcoin dominance, shall we? All right, Bitcoin dominance. We're continuing to break out from this falling wedge. We haven't quite hit our target here. I still expect the target to be hit at this first green line. You can see the price right over there on the right. I do expect it to go back up to about 50%. That's what I'm expecting, right? And what happens when we hit 50% on the Bitcoin dominance? I don't know. I'm expecting, can we see some type of crazy cycle here for Bitcoin where this actually breaks 50% and goes back up to 57%? I don't personally see it. I do think that we probably get rejected at the 50% level and then move back down and see the next altcoin cycle. But who knows? Who knows, right? Who knows what happens when that happens? That's the Bitcoin dominance, though. That's the Bitcoin dominance. I do miss Devontae Duke. Devontae Duke. Man, you guys remember Devontae Duke? All right, total market cap. Jazz, I always miss you. I always miss you, Jazz. I always miss you. Anyways, crypto total market cap on the 1 day. We actually came back down to retest that 20-day moving average. Perfect. That's what we wanted to see. It's what we talked about yesterday. We wanted to break that and come back down and retest it. Boom. We did it. Now we could probably come back up and retest this big resistance that's been pissing us off at about 1.77 trillion. It's a lot of friggin' money if you ask me. But if we break 1.77 trillion, we know our breakout target is 2.2 trillion. Why does that number sound familiar? Well, it's our April high. So we're still waiting on that, but this still is looking pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. Not as juicy as the salty bowls, but anyways, Ethereum. What's going on with Ethereum? Well, we came back down and now we're wicking right off that 4-hour EMA absolutely perfectly. We're holding that as of now. Now, obviously, we got to watch what Bitcoin does here on the Ethereum price. If Bitcoin breaks down, you probably just see ETH break down here, right? And probably come back down and retest areas, maybe 2,500 or 2,465. Probably be an area that Ethereum would come down and retest. I'll move this up so you guys can see. We probably come back down and retest that area if Bitcoin drops. If Bitcoin pumps, well, we probably come back up and retest 2,600. It's as simple as that, right? I mean, altcoins are altcoins right now. Bitcoin's the king, unfortunately, right now. Well, fortunately for me, Bitcoin's majority of my portfolio. But for a lot of you guys that hold altcoins, you got to watch what Daddy Bitcoin does. Okay. Anyways, let's look at the weekly chart for Ethereum. Okay, I want to look at the weekly chart real quick for Ethereum. So, as bearish as Bitcoin has been, right, and as much as we talk about the kind of the how bearish Bitcoin has been, how it's broken all its moving averages, like we talked about yesterday, right? Ethereum, on the other hand, has literally stayed above the 21 week moving average the entire time, right? So we know this is our bull market support for altcoins, right? Boom, boom. We come up here. We look at exactly where we came back down to. Came right back down to that 21 week EMA, and we're still holding that as support. Guys, Bitcoin's broken these, right? But Ethereum, Cardano, they haven't broken these moving averages. That's extremely bullish here, and I don't know if it really means anything going forward, but it still means that how bullish. It just really tells us how bullish altcoins really were comparative to Bitcoin, right? Now, Bitcoin's clearly down below that 21 week EMA, and Ethereum's not, right? Ethereum bounced right off that. So Ethereum's still looking really good in the long term here. We'll continue to watch it, but still looking super good. Super good. Cardano, on the other hand, same thing as Ethereum. It has actually come back down and retested that moving average here at about 153. Perfectly. Boom. Came back down and retested it. So pretty much the same thing as ETH. Now you're watching very closely what Bitcoin does, right? If Bitcoin breaks down, probably look for a retest of maybe 150, right? I'll move this up so you guys can see the area. Maybe about 150. We break 150, probably retest the top of this channel, right? The top of the channel. Daily forecast, exactly. I do daily forecasts, guys. I ordered a little laser pointer. Now I have to be careful not to not to poke myself in the eye with it, but I did order one of those, so that is on the way. Should be a lot better to kind of muster that in there on the green screen there. I also have to get better at that. I'm not good at doing everything backwards. Anyways, that's Cardano. Switching on over to let's check the long-term charts on Cardano too. See what we got going on. Cardano's still clearly over its 21-week EMA as well. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I think this is actually the 20. Actually, this is a 21. But yeah, I mean, you came back down and bounced right off that 21, exactly the same as well. Perfect. It's what we want to see now. MACD has actually gone negative on Cardano. And this looks like it's about to flip down too. Now, obviously, that could change real quick, depending on what Bitcoin does, right? If Bitcoin decides, hey, we're going to continue this bull market right now, it's going to tell this MACD and RSI,
nope.
Right? So,
Nope.
Watch what Bitcoin does. I mean, watching the long-term charts on the altcoins is useful, but you always got to keep a bias of what Bitcoin's doing too. It's like using let's give you guys an example. It's like using Market Cipher, right? You bring up Market Cipher, you can't just trade based off Market Cipher. You gotta know normal technical analysis as well, right? It's the same thing kind of with this. You can trade altcoins, you can look at altcoin long-term data, but you gotta look at Bitcoin too, right? You gotta know what Bitcoin's doing first. You gotta know what the macro's doing before you can then do analysis on altcoins, right? So that's why we look at that Bitcoin first. Do I even want to look at this? Do I even want to look at this today? I don't think I want to look at this today. I'm going to look at it though. It looks like it's fixed. Looks like the global market cap is fixed now. 1.7 trillion, 0.5 down total today. Let's see what the biggest gain. All right, so Shiba up 28% today. Now up to number 30 on CoinMarketCap. Dude, we lost so much of our momentum here. We've got this all the way down to 43, and now it's 30. But it's okay. It's okay. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. We know what happens during Coinbase listings, right? Things pump, right? And then they dump right back down as soon as the retail realizes, hey, it was because of Coinbase. It's going to dump right back down, right? So let's be honest. It's going to come back down. AMP down up 22%. AMP is killing it, dude. Up 55% in the last 30 damn days. That's insane. That's insane. Clayton up 19. Chili's up 16. So Chili's performing very, very well here. Icon, Door. I mean, we're seeing some altcoins perform pretty well here today. So that is good to see for all you altcoiners out there. For all you altcoiners out there. I don't know why I sounded like I had a British accent there for a second, but ICP continuing to dump the markets here. For all you ICP people,
Everybody panic. We're going to zero.
rest in peace. Rest in peace. It's going to keep going down, in my opinion. So, I mean, I feel like every day I look at the biggest losers in ICP is there. Kusama, 9%. Data Fuel, 7%. Unis, I feel like every time I look at this, Unis is down too for some reason. Nano, 6%. I mean, there's other altcoins here, but I'm sure we'll go through most of these during the stream today. So that is that, guys. That is that. That is that. It looks like while I was kind of blabbering on, it looks like Bitcoin is trying to break out of this triangle. Who knew Bitcoin was going to pump as I wasn't looking at it? Who the frig knew? Who knew? Man. Jordan farted again? I did not. I did not. If I did, I would totally admit it. Because, hey, we all fart. It's just my chair. My awesome chair that people like to make fun of too. All right. So, let's see if Bitcoin can break out. Looks like another fake out. Looks like a temporarily another fake out. I mean, Bitcoin's been super volatile today. Major wicks down to the downside, major wicks to the upside. We actually got a full-on close up here. I mean, it just kind of pulled right back in. So, pretty crazy day for BTC overall. Honestly, really crazy. Really freaking crazy. I'm expecting this to break down, though. I do expect this to break down, like I've been saying a bunch of different times here. I do expect a retest of at least down here of 39,300, if not a little bit lower, down here to about 3,800, which would be just be a retest of our previous high from back here in June. Well, back here in June. Back here on June 10th. Back here in June. Oh, man, what's wrong with me sometimes? But, yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting here short term. We'll go through some of the super chats here while we wait for Bitcoin to make a move. I'm expecting probably Bitcoin to make a move here very, very soon. It's kind of teetering right on that resistance line as we stop looking at it. All right, let's do some super chats. I'll start looking at it. I'll stop looking at it, and then we'll come back to it. Let's see what we got here. We got Chris said, can you look at Pearl? Bought at 0.055 cents. All right, let's bring up Pearl for Chrisek here. Shout out to Chrisek. He has a good accent. 4-hour chart. Let's go. So Pearl. Chrisek, you always have you always invest in these very, very interesting coins. I do have to say. Let's see here. Let's see. I mean, you got like an upwards resistance. It looks like this looks like a bear flag coming from the downside, right? Now, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't necessarily have to be. I mean, you could also say it might be a falling wedge, but it looks more like a flag, right? It looks more like a flag where when you're coming from the downside, you're coming from the upside, right? And then you form a flag here up to the upside. Usually break these to the downside, right? It's usually an accumulation and then a dump with a measured move of the previous dump, right? So that's what you're kind of looking at in the longer term time frames here. Now a lot of it's going to depend on what BTC does. I always keep that in mind. But that's what it's kind of looking at right now. Kind of like another move down to the downside, right? Let me go back to here. Sam Crow said, how is XLM looking? I'll hold ETH as well at 1.5. You hold ETH 1.5? Hey, you probably hold a lot more ETH than most people do, right? You'd be surprised. 1.5 ETH, not bad, man. How is XLM looking? XLM is looking, let's see. Super Doge. Oh, don't get me started about Super Doge, man. Please don't get me started about Super Doge. I really don't feel like going on a rant right now about meme coins. Like I said, I'm in a positive mood this week. I'm very positive this week. You guys know how positive I was yesterday. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Pearl. All right, I'll go back to Pearl. Hold up. I'll do the right Pearl. I don't even know what Pearl is, honestly. Pearl. Is it this one? Is it this one? So you bought at 0.55 cent. You bought at 0.55. Hey, if you bought, nice. That was a nice buy-in, dude. That was a really nice buy-in. I assumed you probably bought it down here. That was really good. I like it, dude. I mean, you broke this resistance and then you were off to the races after that. That was really good. Nice, man. 4-hour is overbought, though. So what you're going to do here is you're probably going to come back down and retest this as support and then try to continue up because your 4-hour RSI is overbought here. So I'm probably going to cool that off a little bit. But nice buy, man. All right, let's check out XLM. Bitcoin is currently chilling. Looks like it's about to break out. XLM. How is XLM looking? XLM's looking like typical XLM. XLM is so freaking annoying. Don't get me started about XLM. It always breaks out of these patterns that you're like, all right, it's going to start making some momentum. And it never does. It literally never does. You can see right here, if you zoom in on the 4-hour, you broke this downwards channel. Right here, you should have done pretty well, right? Came back down and retested. All right, makes sense. You should have came up here and just, continued up. Instead, nope, you did typical XLM, and you just came back down and came back down again. So, I don't know, man. XLM loves to do this type of action. It's really just one of those coins that's kind of obnoxious, I do have to say. And trust me, I've owned XLM in the past. Looks like a rising wedge too, which should break down to the downside here, back down to about 30 cents. So I don't like the look of that. I don't like the weakness of breaking out of that resistance either. So not looking too great for me. All right, Bitcoin making some moves here. But I mean, we've seen it get this high and pulled right back into the triangle. So we'll see what it does here. Michael said, I'm new to crypto mid-May. Also new subscriber to your channel. Love the content. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it, man. Should I sit on the sideline for now or accumulate? I have Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, Polygon. Awesome, awesome, awesome coins to have in your portfolio. I have Bitcoin, ETH, and Cardano myself. I do plan on also accumulating more Matic. You saw my tweets today. I was thinking about diversifying into some Matic. I'm gonna wait for a pullback. I'm not loving the entry right now. If we get a pullback, if we don't get a pullback, hey, I might have missed out on the boat. But I'm waiting on another pullback for Matic. I plan on accumulating. Is right now a good time to buy? It depends on what I always say to people, right? It depends on your time preference. If you're investing in long term, in my opinion, there's never a bad time to buy, right? Because when you think about it, if you expect Bitcoin to hit the prices that most people expect, right? I mean, and most people that have been in the space for a while expect 100K plus, okay? So whether we hit 100K, 200K, 300K, $1 million. I don't think we hit $1 million, but there's people out there that do. Does buying now versus buying at 39,000, 38,000 really make that much of a difference? Not really, right? So I always recommend dollar cost averaging. If you're looking to hold short term, right, within the next month or so, I wouldn't say right now is probably the best time. You might be FOMOing in, so to speak, if you're looking to hold short term. But long term, I don't think it's ever a bad time to buy. But obviously, do your real research and take it from your own risk tolerance and time preference, right? The audio and video are out of sync on the mic and cam. Audio and video are out of sync on the mic and cam. Okay. That's awkward. Let me try to... On the mic and cam, huh? Let me... Guys, is the mic audio and the cam out of sync? Is everyone else getting that? If it is, I'll try to reset my camera and my mic here real quick. Let me know in the chat if it's a little out of sync for you. No, they ain't. No. No. So most people are saying no. Most people are saying no. Mic is muted. All right. So yeah, most people are saying no. So I'm a little confused. It might be started with your intro video. Fine to me. Yes. Yes. All right. Hold on. Let me try to turn off my camera here and turn it back on. Let's see if that works. Hold up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna unplug my mic. Hold on. What's that, guys? All right. Let me get this back here. All right. Can you guys hear me? Testing, 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 testing. All right. All right, all right, all right. Anyways. Hopefully that fixes it. I don't know if it does, but some people are saying it is. Some people are saying it's not, but it is what it is. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to move on here. Looking at Bitcoin, we're now at 40,342. So it looks like we have broken that resistance again. Is it going to necessarily mean anything? Well, we have to wait and see, right? I think like we said earlier, if we break this resistance, I do expect a move back up to retest this resistance here, maybe causing an ascending triangle pattern, right? Where this is probably the pattern that we're in, is the ascending triangle pattern, not actually the symmetrical triangle, okay? All right, yeah, I'll fix it tomorrow, guys. I'll fix it tomorrow. We're good. I don't want to interrupt the stream. But yeah, 40,748 is where I expect Bitcoin to go now. We'll see what happens. But thanks for the shout out, Brandon. Appreciate it, man. Scott said Sky Coin Sky. I don't know what that is. What is Sky Coin Sky? Number 611. Wow, this thing really hasn't been performing well, huh? All right, Sky Coin Sky. Wow, this thing went off in 2017. Damn. Wow, that thing went absolutely nuts in 2017. Anyways, let's see if Sky Coin's on here. It is. Wow, I actually wasn't expecting it to be on here. So it's your lucky day, man. It's your lucky day. Let's see. What is Sky Coin doing here? So Sky Coin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resistance on the bottom here. We look down on the downside. I mean, it's pretty much the same. It's pretty much a falling channel for the most part, man. Multiple touches on the top side. You only have 2 on the bottom side, but I mean, it's almost perfectly identical to the top side. So if you can't hold this, I don't love looking at the short-term time frames like this. But basically on the daily, you have a downwards channel, right? You're just oscillating between these two levels. You're waiting for a breakout. You're waiting for Bitcoin to make that next big breakout, and then a lot of these altcoins are gonna continue up, right? I mean, as much as I'd love to say, yeah, it says bullish divergence, whatever. It doesn't have bullish divergence, but a lot of these altcoins are gonna wait for Bitcoin. They're gonna continue in their consolidation patterns until Bitcoin breaks out, right? So that's really that, man. I mean, you had an inverse head and shoulders might be forming here, but it got rejected, so you can't really even say that anymore. So, Skycoin, what's going on with Anchor? Seems like it's having a hard time. Yeah, I mean, all the alts are really having a hard time, man. The only alts that are performing well is if they get Coinbase listings, right, or some bullish news. Other than that, every other altcoin is underperforming right now. So. Don't think it's just your coins. It's pretty much all of them, right? Besides a handful, like Shiba, because I got listed on Coinbase, right? AMP, Theta Fuel, right? Obviously, there's bullish stuff going on with Theta, so that's the only reason why you're seeing altcoins pump. If your altcoin's not pumping, it's not because it's bearish, just because the whole market, whole altcoin market is struggling. Anchor, you should see a move pretty soon, right? You're getting hit by this resistance and this support, right? They're about to combine here. So this should break out by tomorrow. Look for a move by tomorrow morning on Anchor. If you break to the upside, 9.6 cents, your next target. Downside, I would probably say, you just look left. Yeah. I mean, you probably have some pretty good support, about 7.8 cents too, on Anchor. I'm actually going to move this down there. But that's Anchor, man. Anchorman, that was a good movie, by the way. You guys ever watch Anchorman back in the day? Bitcoin smashed. Anna Maria said, hi, I really want to know what Cardano price can look like in the actual bear market. Have a good coffee on me. Well, the only thing we can really look to is that, like, we don't even know if we're going to get a true bear market, right? No one really knows. So if we actually load up on Cardano here, hold on. You know what? I'm turning off the camera real quick. Hold on, guys. I'm resetting this thing. Boom. Look at me frozen. Look at me frozen. All right. I'm gonna turn it back on here. Hopefully that fixes the issue. Hopefully that fixes the issue here. All right. All right. Hopefully that fixes the issue. If that doesn't fix the issue, I gotta do some technical analysis on my camera here, right? So hopefully that fixes the issue. Cardano, the only thing we have to look at as far as a bear market for Cardano because we don't have previous data, right? So the only thing we can really look at, let's take Ethereum, for example, right? Ethereum in the last bear market went down, let's say went down approximately about 95%. We saw a lot of altcoins go down about 95%, right? So 95%. So let's do a hypothetical here, right? Let's do a couple hypotheticals for your question, right? You said, what could Cardano go down to in a bear market? Let's do a hypothetical that we just hit the top, right? Cardano's not going to go higher than 250. I don't think that's going to happen, disclaimer. But if Cardano was going down 95% from its highs there, you'd be looking at about 11 cent Cardano if this was a true bear market, which I don't think it is, right? I don't think it is. Now, if Cardano was to go, let's say, a lot of people thinking that Cardano could hit $5 to $10, right? So let's say Cardano goes up to $10, just a hypothetical here. Cardano goes up to $10, pulls back down 95%. I mean, you could probably do the math there. We'd probably be looking at about a 95%. So you're looking at approximately about a 50 cent Cardano, right? So a 50 cent Cardano, something like that. But those are just hypotheticals. That really, no one really knows what the actual price action is going to actually do. So would I miss one Lambo? I don't know when Lambo, man. I don't know when Lambo. $1. Anyways, Bitcoin chilling at 40,300. B Youngston said, thanks for your videos, learned a lot. Thank you, B Youngston, appreciate it very much. Thanks for the kind words. Kind words always go a long way. Always go a long way in this world. And, you know, I try to entertain you guys and make you guys laugh. You guys do the same thing for me, so I definitely appreciate it. Wes said, biggest S news today. Shiba S to Coinbase. Yeah, dude, I am just as pissed as you, Wes. Just as pissed as you, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Why is that showing up on the top still? Just ignore that top. Ignore that top stuff up there, guys. It's slightly annoying because I asked, or I pressed for that not to show, but it's showing. Let's see. Litecoin is on the Litecoin network, like Bitcoin, but with faster transaction times and lower transaction fees. Litecoin for the win. What's up, Hi on Muli? You love Litecoin, man. We say it every single time. Dude, I'm just not a fan of Litecoin. Most people aren't a fan of Litecoin. But I'm sure if you're bullish on it, I hope I'm wrong just for you, man. I hope that Litecoin goes absolutely off. I have no problems with Litecoin. I just would rather own Bitcoin than Litecoin, you know? Rich Buddy said, today Jordan said you should contact him for a collab. Yeah, I watched that video yesterday, man. I haven't contacted him yet, but I will at him on Twitter and try to get something set up with George. That'd be pretty cool. Mr. Georgie. Litecoin for the win. Yeah, Litecoin. Why no Swiggy? I decided to change it up. Because maybe I'll add Squiggy back on there as the top donator. But I wanted to give other people a chance to be up there, you know? So now I'm going to make it a 30-day rolling average, or a 30-day rolling moving point. So people will have a chance to get up there. Because we all know Squiggy's the GOAT. Squiggy's the absolute GOAT. But, you know, he's always going to be up there forever. It's like the Hall of Fame. Maybe I'll just add Squiggy's name up there just as for the Hall of Fame. Litecoin. Can Litecoin go to 10K? No, Litecoin's not going to 10K. think about the market cap implications of that, right? But I always like to say, like, think about your price predictions. Think about if the market caps make sense, right? $11 billion market cap, $200. That would mean that you would have to have a 40x from where Litecoin currently is, right? If I can do my math right, 5 times, actually more than that, 5 times 10 times 10. More than that. And it just doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. It would pass the market cap of pretty much every coin on here. So that probably won't happen. But anyways, Litecoin on the, let's go to the daily on this thing. I mean, it's like we said yesterday, it's pretty much following Bitcoin to an absolute T, right? It's now at its resistance. It is lagging behind Bitcoin, right? Whereas Bitcoin was hold on, I'm reading the chat here. Is everyone sitting at their desk? That's such a random question to ask. So I mean, you pretty much had a symmetrical triangle here. You gotta, if you break this resistance, I mean, you gotta, it's gonna follow Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin already broke its resistance, so if Litecoin breaks it, it's probably gonna follow exactly what Bitcoin does on the 4-hour, right? So that's really Litecoin. I mean, we're waiting for the direction of BTC, to be honest. Shiba makes Coinbase before VeChain. And if you need me, I'll be in the garage smacking my head on pavement. If you need me, I'll be in the garage smacking my head off pavement. That sounds brutal, Speedy. Brutal, man. Yeah, Shiba makes Coinbase before VeChain, before a bunch of other good projects. It's absolutely ridiculous, But I understand why they do it. They're catering to the newer crowd that they expect to come back within the next couple months. So I understand why they do it. They're trying to cater to the newer crowd, which makes them a lot of money, right? So I understand it. Wes said, "I'll sell now my coins on Coinbase and move." FK Shiba. Wes is going in on Coinbase here. Hyan Wu Lee says, Jordan just researches other big name crypto bloggers and uses their research for his YouTube. That's exactly what I do, Juan Wulu. I go on all the other YouTubers stuff, all the other Twitters, and just copy exactly what they do. That is totally what I do, man. That's totally what I do. It's not because the charts is telling me one thing and maybe everyone sees the exact thing on the charts. No, I go right to MM Crypto's video, take all his charts, and put the exact same thing on here. That's all I do, man. You gotta love people, dude. Should I sell my Litecoin and buy ADA? I would personally rather hold ADA Smiles than Litecoin personally. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Litecoin. I think Wyan Lu is just a little salty that I don't like Litecoin, but it's okay. It's okay. See, people get so hostile when I don't like their coins. They come at me. Anyways, but yeah, I'd definitely rather hold Cardano than Litecoin. Yeah, exactly. If I said I liked Litecoin, it wouldn't matter. You need some weather graphics for the weatherman. I do. This weatherman, I need to get the laser pointer, and I need to get, some clouds going. You guys want some clouds going up here, moving across the screen and everything. It's exactly what we need. Oh man. People are too funny. Let's see. Yeah, right. Because I don't do charts live. It's not that I'm sitting up here looking at the charts live. I'm watching other people's videos and other people's charts, and at the same time as me live streaming and charting live and drawing trend lines live. Makes perfect sense. Jordan, what determined the percentage of increase, decrease in Bitcoin and ETH I mean, they don't change with the same percentage while, what? Jordan, what determined their percentage of increase, decrease in Bitcoin and ETH? I mean, they don't change with the same percentage while pump and dump. It's all algos, man. It's all algos and bots and all those things. So like, yeah, like when Bitcoin drops, you're going to see Ethereum drop because like if Bitcoin hits a resistance line, it's going to pull back. It's going to pull back, right? It might not pull back. Like Ethereum might pull back a little bit more than Bitcoin just because its market cap is lower and things like that. You're not going to see the coins pull back the exact same percentages and things like that. You know what I mean? So, let's see. Billy said, if you had 2,500 extra to put on Bitcoin or ETH, what would you do? That's a good question right now, man. If I'm looking to hold long term, right, I'm probably going 50-50, man. I'm probably not going to go all in on one. Now, if I'm going short term, I'm talking the next month or two, I'm probably going Bitcoin over ETH because in times like this where there's still some fear in the market, you know, you got to remember that Bitcoin's going to lead the way, right? Bitcoin's going to be the rock in times of fear. So that's why I would go Bitcoin if you're holding short term. But long term, I'm definitely splitting it up because I want the upside of Ethereum. I believe in Ethereum long term. I think Ethereum will eventually flip Bitcoin's market cap. Might not happen this year, might not happen next year. This is probably at least 5 years down the line, but I think it eventually flips, you know? Let's see. Mamba for life. If Bitcoin breaks out, will ADA go up or down? If Bitcoin breaks out, I mean, breakout can mean either way, man. Breakout means it could go up or down, dude. So I think a lot of people get this misconception that breakout means up, right? No, breakout could mean it breaks out to the upside, breaks out to the downside, right? You guys are going to say, no, that could mean break down. Yeah, it's the same thing. Breakout means the same thing, right? You can break up or you can break down. So if Bitcoin breaks up, ADA will probably break up, right? If Bitcoin breaks down, ADA will break down. They're basically the altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin for the most part, you know? GallantToken.com said a long-term project LLC. Gallant token. If it's ranked in the top, it's not ranked in the top 1,000. I'm not going to look at it. Gallant token. It's not even on CoinMarketCap, man. So I can't comment on that, dude. I can't comment on it. Buy your Litecoin. We all need a laugh. I'm not buying Litecoin. Especially now. Because Hyon Wu Lee wants to piss me off today. So, Hyon Wu Lee is salty because I didn't buy Litecoin. So he wants to talk some crap. Jerry said, Jordan, on a side note, do you think SuperDoge.io has Doge potential in the long run? Superhero animated crypto series with NFTs.
Nope. Not
looking at Super Doge, man.
Nope.
No meme coins on the channel, guys. No meme coins on the channel. I'm sorry if you get salty over it. But yeah, I mean that's the case, right? Karib said, do you think AMP will retrace back to 6 cents in a few days? I got lucky and got in December, debating selling and buying back. I think AMP will retrace, man. I mean, it's had a big pump up to the upside here. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, AMP's definitely gonna get a pullback, dude. The daily is overbought, right? The 4 hour is overbought. The hourly got a little bit of a pullback here. Hourly has room to run, but the 4 hour is overbought. So you're gonna get a pullback here. You're gonna get a pullback. Though, if you look, we were talking about this cup and handle pattern here. This cup and handle broke out to the upside, and your measure move is 12 cents. So you could maybe come back down and quickly retest this as support, and then continue back up to your next resistance, which is 11 cents, which is your 1.618 Fibonacci extension target, right? So who knows? You probably get a quick pullback. Yeah, I don't see it going back to 6 cents. That seems a little unrealistic at this point. That's only if Bitcoin really drops down here. All right. New candle on Bitcoin. Let's see where we ended up settling up here on the daily. So we got a red candle here, not awful. I mean, we settled up at about 40,100. So pretty much a flat day for the most part. Kind of an indecisive day with wicks on both sides of the candle there. 4 hour, 4 hours just kind of chilling too. The hourly is really what we're worried about right now. I mean, I don't love the short term. As you guys know, but we're just waiting on this kind of ascending triangle to kind of play its toll here, right? Rich said, is Shiba really getting listed on Coinbase? Yes, Rich, it actually is. he said that's scandalous if they do. It's scandalous. Scandalous. Let's see. Where was I here? Michael, what's going on, Michael, dude? Thanks for the super chat, man. He said, hey, Jordan, I'm new to crypto mid-May. Also new to subscribe to your channel. Yeah, I think I already answered your question, Mike, but I appreciate the super chat, dude. JP said, hey, Jordan, can you explain, demonstrate why a falling wedge is bullish and why a rising wedge is bearish? It's kind of just the way how it works, right? I know it kind of sounds backwards. It sounds like a falling wedge should be bearish, right? Because the price action is continuing lower, right? So let me give an example here. So the daily, right? We look at the daily for Bitcoin. These usually break to the upside, right? Falling wedge. It's kind of just human emotion, right? As basically what it's saying is, you're making lower lows. I mean, the bulls and the bears are trying to fight you down. What it's basically saying is you're falling. It's kind of just human emotion, man. Like, there's nothing that's really like explaining it, because when you think about a falling wedge, right? When you think about a falling wedge, you expect it to be bearish, right? Because it's down, right? It's the same kind of reason as, let's say, when you're in a you're in a bull flag, right? Or a bear flag, right? Where you're making a downwards price action, right? You start accumulating upwards. It actually has a tendency to break down. It's kind of like a dead cat bounce. It's showing that, you're having some weakness getting to the upside. You're not getting that true breakout. You're not breaking that resistance. It's kind of like the falling wedge, right? Where you're showing some weakness. You're showing weakness, or you're showing strength, basically, because you're not breaking that support after a breakdown, right? You're not breaking that support. You're showing real strength there. It pushes you up to the upside. It's kind of hard to explain, and it's basically just kind of human emotion. But hey, they work, right? I don't ask why. I just I look at, do they work or do they not work? And they tend to work. So it's kind of hard to explain the actual rationale behind why it works, though. That's actually a good question, JP. It's a good question. I'm sure if you search it, there's someone who can explain it, why it works a little bit better to me. But got a like for the weatherman bit for me. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. I'm glad someone likes me today. Just kidding. Let's see. We have, do you think Cardano and Matic are going to be long-term holds for 3 to 5 years? I do. I definitely think Cardano is. Matic, I am thinking about diversifying into as well. So I believe in both of those projects 3 to 5 years. If I invest in something, I believe in it long-term. Obviously, do your own research. Any project can be dead in any bear market, right? Just look at 2017. Most coins are gone from then. So make sure you do your own research, right? TA is just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Pretty much, dude. I mean, if you think about in life, everything's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You think about Fibonacci sequence. You think about just patterns in general. It's all human emotion and self-fulfilling prophecies, right? So JP said, hey, Jordan, is a Bitcoin pullback retrace an absolute requirement after a breakout? Does it ever not retrace? Yes, it's not. Doesn't have to retrace. There's a certain percentage. remember the exact percentage, but usually on certain patterns, they all have a kind of certain percentage that they usually come back down and retrace. It's usually over 50%. I'm not sure exactly what the percentage is, but usually do come back down and retest before you come back up. You don't have to. You don't have to. You could just continue up. There's plenty of examples I could go over where you don't actually retrace, but most patterns do, right? If you look back here, this might be an example for you right here. It's not a, I guess you can call it, it's a wedge, bull flag, whatever you want to call it, right? Bull flag. You consolidated, you broke out, came back down and retested and continued up. Most of the times you do retest it. I guarantee I could find you another example of a wedge that maybe didn't retrace. Maybe something like this down here. Might be a little bit better on the 4-hour time frame. If I actually go to the 4-hour and I go down here, let me see if this is what I'm looking at here. No, it's more of a bull flag too. I'll find when I see one, I'll explain to you. You don't always have to retrace, right? Jam said ARC, please. I can do ARC. I can definitely do ARC. Bitcoin came back down and actually tagged that support again. 40,122. Looks like it tagged that support and came back up. ARC. Let's see. ARC. What do we got going on here? Yeah, I mean, this one, there's not really much going on with this one, man. I mean, this is just an ugly chart. You got no patterns really going on here. No pattern. This is just a pure ugly chart. Pure ugliness. Maybe you got a falling wedge here on the 4-hour. I mean, this one is just ugly. I mean, the MACD is really not telling you anything. RSI is really not telling you anything here. You're just kind of waiting for a breakout to the upside or downside on this one, man. But yeah, pretty ugly. Pretty damn ugly, if you ask me. It's not gonna spend too much time on that one. My man, can you check out Player? Could hit 0.1 this year. I could definitely check out Player. Definitely check out Player. Player. Let's see. Player's not on here, man. So fortunately I can't look at it. I can look at it on here. Player. Let's see. Joe, I'll look at audios for you. Guys, don't spam the chat with coins, all right? I'll look at audios for you. Let's see. Players are cryptocurrency. Great. Awesome. Thank you for telling me players are cryptocurrency. I had no idea looking at CoinMarketCap it was a cryptocurrency. Thank you, CoinMarketCap. But this really doesn't tell me much, man. I mean, it looks like all the other alts. Looks like you had a head and shoulders pattern here. You broke to the downside, and now you're just kind of accumulating back up, right? But unfortunately, it's not on TradingView, so I can't look at it. But I'm glad to know. CoinMarketCap tells me it's a cryptocurrency. Thank you. Appreciate it. Syrian said, I love you, and we are many who do. The haters are the loudest. Never worry. You are loved by the large majority. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's, sometimes people just, don't really know what they're talking about. Like, to say that I do a live stream, right? I look at these charts live. I draw a lot of these trend lines live, right? So to say that I'm copying other people's charts, dude, I do 2 streams a day and I live stream. I live stream what I'm doing. How could I be? What do I have? Crypto's video over here while I do my live stream? Like, come on now. And like, yes, these, right? These, yes, I take these off Twitter. Every other YouTuber does it, right? All your favorite YouTubers, George, all these guys, all use these same graphs, right? So I don't understand what the issue is here. But hey, I could be wrong. Could just be one person. Could be a loud minority. But I'll continue to move on. I'll just make my rant real quick. I'll make my rant. Tango said AMC. AMC thoughts with a kissy face. Ooh. Ooh. Tango. Yeah, we could look at AMC, man. I mean, I'm cool. I'm usually not a huge looking into the stocks guy. You guys know. You guys know I'm not a huge looking into the stocks guy.
That's an XLM stablecoin.
But Mac Johnson said, why do you copy other charts, man? Pretty much. All right, but AMC, let's see. AMC on the 4 hour. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, see, AMC. AMC, thanks for the kind words, guys. Appreciate it. Dude, AMC is a tough one to do TA on. It has a mind of its own. It has a literally mind of its own. So it's one of those things, dude. I mean, but if you look at AMC, what's interesting is that the kind of the formation that it's forming now, you look, it might be forming another one of these kind of, where it comes up here and it kind of rounds out. Kind of looks very similar, right? Comes up, kind of rounds out. I wouldn't be expecting if you probably see a lot of sideways action here. I know all the apes are excited for a next move, but I won't be surprised if you do the same thing you did down here, kind of come up, went sideways for a little bit, and continue up. But like I said, TA is literally pointless on AMC. AMC has a mind of its own. It's kind of like Doge, right? Where it'll go sideways for 3 months and then it'll just pop off. But man, yeah, I mean, crazy move, dude. Let's see if you actually hit your fib target on this. I'm curious. Look at that, dude. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. You might as well call me Stock Trader Pro here. Just kidding. But I mean, if you take your top to your bottom here on the Fibonacci extension, look exactly where you went up to. You cannot make that up. You went exactly to the 4236 fib, right? So that is friggin' amazing. That's friggin' amazing. And that just shows how human emotion and self-fulfilling prophecy does work, right? And that shows that TA does work. That you went, the exact target you went to was exactly that line. Anyone that says technical analysis doesn't work, it does. It does. All right. Bitcoin chilling, 40,130. But thank you, Tango. I'm copying everyone. You're probably using auto cues from the other channels. Man. I used to talk about algo a lot. Yeah, I mean, dude, there's no really point in talking about altcoins right now. Like, I mean, I try to make it kind of obvious, but like most of the altcoins are just going to follow BTC right now, guys. So like I could show you the algo chart. It's going to look exactly the same as the Ethereum chart, the Cardano chart. There's a riot. Not a lot of YouTubers are talking about altcoins right now because Bitcoin is really what's going to drive the market, right? So not crypto, but thoughts on AMC. Yeah, Tango, I just did AMC for you. With the kissy face. Man, so many people want Audius in here. Not even kidding. Take a look at the 50 EMA on the 15-minute chart and tell me why this isn't incredibly significant. The 15-minute chart, 50 EMA. Well, we are getting degenerate here. All right. Let's look at the 50 on the little old 15-minute chart. Let's take this one, 15-minute. Why this isn't significant? Is this the 50? Hold on. It is the 50. I don't see why this is significant, man. I don't see. Does anyone tell me why this is significant? I don't really understand the significance with this. I mean, you're kind of... There's not really any significance with it. I'm a little confused, dude. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. People are probably like, what the heck's going on here? But I don't see any significance with that, Tim. Predictions on T-Fuel approaching mainnet 3.0, boss. Yeah, T-Fuel is going to continue killing it, along with data. Right? Data Fuel. Yeah, Data Fuel is going to continue killing it, man. Obviously, it had a pretty big pullback today. Because it obviously was going absolutely ham when the rest of the market was struggling, right? So let's see. When you see the rest of the market struggling, it's going to be the case. You pulled back to your 382, which is fine, right? Pulled back to your 382. You probably should get a bounce where you are right now. I'm assuming you get a bounce where you are right now. But yeah, I'm expecting this to continue up. Your next target is 79 cents on Data Fuel. That's your next fib target, right? So I love me some Theta. I love me some Theta. I love me some Theta. I don't own Theta Fuel, but I love me some Theta. So Noobs don't get it. Yeah, what are you gonna do, man? Syrian said, "I love you." I already read Syrian super chat. Thank you, Syrian. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the kind words too. Does mean a lot. Tango said, "Not crypto, but thoughts on AMC." I already did AMC, Tango. Rewind a little bit. Thanks for the kissy face. Can you look at USDC chart? Just kidding, STMX. USDC. Let's look at the USDC chart, shall we? USDC. Look at this thing. This thing is volatile as hell. Volatile as hell. I wonder if you can actually trade that. STMX. Let's see. So this thing is kind of all over the place too. Kind of all over the place. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Yeah, to the downside. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches to the downside. I mean, dude, this is another falling channel. You're gonna see this from so many altcoins where you're just in a falling channel, right? Many touches on the top side, many touches on the bottom side. I mean, that's all you're really in right now. You had bullish divergence here on the RSI. We had higher lows on the RSI, lower lows on the price action. It did eventually push you up, but you got rejected there. So you have nothing telling you what you're going to do next. I mean, you're trying to hold your 4-hour EMA as you speak right now. If you break that, you probably just come back down and retest the bottom of the channel, though. That's really all that's going on right now. MACD about to flip bearish as well. So you probably break this and continue down, most likely. But we're waiting on Snail Bitcoin here, Mr. Snail. This is Mr. Snail, guys. Paul said he clearly doesn't want to do Audius. I do super chats first, and then I go to the chat, man. Super chats first. I'll get to Audius if I get there in time, right? Syrian said, "Of course, we all learn from each other. Look XRP." Love your crypto impression. What, my thumbnail? Where's my thumbnail? We haven't looked at my thumbnail in a while. Where's my memes? Bam. There we go. There's crypto. Got the perfect vein depth. Point to nothing. You got to see a ghost. Get to have the mouth ready for the big green dildo that's about to come imminently. I actually used imminent in my title today. And the crimson chin. All right? You got to have all aspects there if you want to be a successful YouTuber. No, I actually think crypto is pretty entertaining, to be honest. Traded my XLM for AMP, and it's looking good. How long do you think AMP will last, and how high can it go? Love your show. Yeah, like we said, we looked at AMP a little while ago, dude. If you want, you can rewind a little bit. I'm not gonna repeat everything, but yeah, dude. I mean, AMP. It's the 4-hour RSI is overbought, right? The daily's overbought. The 1 hour is getting overbought. You're probably going to see a slight pullback here within the next couple days, right? All right. So we got through those. Now, should I look at Audius? I don't know. I'm thinking if I want to look at Audius here. Let's see. Hold on. I'll do Audius real quick. Hold on. I gotta Google. Hold on. I gotta search up a YouTuber that does Audius charts so I can copy them real quick. before I can actually do them for you on stream. Here, hold on. Let me search up Carl the Moon. Oh, here you go. A video from Carl the Moon. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this is an awesome video from Carl the Moon. Let me just steal all his audience charts. Hold on. All right. Let me just put them into my charts here while I'm on stream so I can copy him on stream. All right. I got them all ready to go. All right. Let's go look at audience now. Let's go look at audience. All right. So you guys totally didn't know that I just took 5 minutes to copy all of his charts. Let's see. Audience. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So you guys didn't know I actually just copied all of Carl the Moon's charts, by the way. Audience. Oh man, you gotta love people, dude. People just don't think about what they say, man. Depends on BTC, exactly, Kirk. Depends on BTC. You're right, dude. But yeah, audience. You're kind of just in a symmetrical triangle, man. You're kind of just in a symmetrical triangle. It's gonna stay in this consolidation pattern until Bitcoin decides what it wants to do, right? So coming back down, you're holding a 4-hour EMA right now. Bitcoin's trying to hold desperately that support right here. If Bitcoin breaks that support, glad you guys liked my making fun of that guy. Probably hates me now, but you know what? Pwned. All right, yeah, but Audius, you broke that 4-hour support line. You break that, you probably continue back down. It matches up pretty perfectly with Bitcoin trying to hold this current support it's at, right? So focus on the love. Look, guys, he's copying the charts. You're right, Jazz. He did trigger me because people don't think about what they say. How could I be live streaming and copy people's charts at the same time? Anyways, yeah. So that's obvious, man. I mean, wait for what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin breaks to the upside, you probably see Audius break to the upside, and then we can start looking at some upside targets, right? I mean, we can do this. I can give you both scenarios here. Let's see. So 163 is your upside target. Right? If you break to the upside, if you break to the downside, probably look for a move back down to about 73 cents, right? For Audius. Exactly as I predicted. Man. Monda said I checked the original I checked the original chart. Jordan version is quite correct. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Anyways, thoughts. Hold on. Thoughts on Link. Also, George said reach out to him, make a show. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to George after the stream today. I'm gonna try to get in touch with him. But like I said, sometimes these bigger guys are a little bit harder in touch with. Sometimes it's hard to get in touch with me, and I'm pretty small, right? But these guys who have like 400K subs, good luck, right? I was in contact with Ben. We lost contact, and it was literally impossible to get in contact with him again. So I'll try my best to get in contact with George. I would love to do a show with George. I love George. He's awesome. He gives me that hopium. He gives me that hopium every day. So, what's up, Jordan? Is sending crypto to and from Ledger Nano X a smooth process as I don't want to lose my coins? Should I also leave some on exchange? Yeah, man, it's a pretty smooth process. It's a really smooth process. So a lot of people recommend putting all your crypto onto a ledger. I don't. I keep a lot of my. You guys are making me laugh in the chat. You guys, I keep a lot of my coins on a ledger. I keep a lot of my coins on other places too. I'm not gonna state where I keep all my coins, but I do spread out mine. But it's pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. You can watch a tutorial on how to do it. Man. All right, let's do Audius. I know we already did Audius. I was gonna say let's do Audius for all the people that want Audius. Bro, why did USDT pump yesterday and ADA drop at the same time? I think that was just a glitch. I think that was a glitch on CoinMarketCap. I'm not sure if it 100% was, but that doesn't seem like natural price action there. Definitely doesn't seem like natural price action. Must have been kind of a glitch, right? Because if you look on here, it doesn't show up. So I think it's just a glitch on the homepage, man. People say it's going to bear. Is that true? No one really knows what's going to happen, right? I don't believe we're in a bear market, but I'm just one guy, right? I'm just one guy, and I'm not a whale. The whales are going to do what they want to do. But if you look at the fundamentals, you look at everything that's going around, right? We have a country adopting Bitcoin as legal tender. We have another billionaire coming out, and Paul Tudor Jones coming. He's going to switch 1% of his portfolio to 5%. We have Michael Saylor wants to buy another $1 billion worth of Bitcoin. I could go on, right? Nothing negative coming from the G7 event. You could go on, right? You can go on. I don't see us being in a bear market. You look at the fundamentals, they don't point to that. You look at the price action. Yes, we have been in a general downtrend the last couple months, right? I mean, it's been kind of shaky the last couple months. Does that mean we're a bear market? I don't think so. We've seen this in the past. I've gave plenty of hopium in the past. Unfortunately, this dip is a little bit bigger than the dips that we saw in 2017. So we can't really compare this run to 2017. The one thing I can say is I'm not going to pull up the chart because I'll be copying other people's charts. If you actually look at the chart from 2013, 2017, and in this bull market, right? We were way too far overextended above the 2017 bull market. We were too far overextended. We needed to pull back a little bit, cool down the market, right? Get to a more attainable level where we weren't outpacing 2017, right? Comparative to the market cap, we shouldn't have been going up that fast. So now where we are, we're perfectly where we should be. And now we can kind of slowly start continuing back up. This was a perfect correction. This was what we needed for the long term. We were going up way too damn fast. The fundamentals are pointing to up. The price action, where we are currently right now, pointing to a lot more upside. All the on-chain indicators that apparently I can't look at anymore because I'm copying people's charts are also pointing to higher upside as well and pointing to a lot of whale accumulation. So to me, we're not in a bear market. So that's what I got to say. John G said, also, I've seen this chart before on TradingView. Such a copier. Yeah, it's a big copier, man. It's a big copier. George lives in the clouds. George does lives in the clouds. See, George takes large hits of hopium every single day. That stimulus money, you're out of sync. Yeah, I know I'm out of sync. I'm going to fix it tomorrow's stream. I don't know why I'm out of sync. I reset the camera. I reset the microphone. So at this point, you know what? We're dealing with it today. We're dealing with it today. What's up, Rachel? You got it. Crypto Bear. Mark. Wait, you copy other people's charts? Yes, I copy other people's charts. Now I'm just going to start saying I copy other people's charts. I fart again, bro? Logan, I did. Ready? No, we're not going to go there. Syrian say, can I look at XRP? Yes, I can absolutely look at XRP for you. And any disadvantage of using Binance savings for VeChain? No, Ben, I think you should be fine with that. Using Binance to buy VeChain. I don't see any problem with that, man. If I'm reading your questions right. Please look at XRP. Sure, man. We can look at XRP. XRP looks exactly the same as Audius. Are we surprised? Not really. We continue down. Let's see where this could be happening. I mean, we technically broke this downtrend. We came back down and retested it as support. And now we are just kind of moseying around. It looks, I want to say, exactly the same as XLM. As you know, XLM and XRP are pretty damn correlated. So this is almost looking the exact same as XLM. Looking a little head and shoulders to me, right? on the hourly. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Hold on, let me just, 1 sec, guys. Let me just pull up JNRY Crypto's last XRP video. Let me copy his charts real quick. Okay, perfect. Confirms my head and shoulders pattern that I just drew live. Perfect. Okay. Now, XRP, we look here, left head and shoulders pattern. If you break this to the downside, which looks like your neckline's right there, we break this to the downside, measure move would be approximately about 7.9 cents, right? Which actually puts you right at your lower lows here from June 8th. So it would actually make a lot of sense, right? So that's XRP, man. It's XRP. That's gonna be the new joke going forward. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. You know why it makes me salty? Because Wyon Lu was someone that watched the stream every day, right? He watched the stream every day. I don't understand what got into him. He's been watching the stream every day for the last 3 months, so I don't understand what. But hey, if you wanna talk crap, I'm coming right for you. Hyon Wu, if you're still watching the stream, man, there's no hard feelings. But if you talk crap, I'm coming for your neck. All right. All right. Bitcoin 40,026 on BTC. We're still trying to hold that support, but what do we know? I've been live. We have had 1 and 2 candles in about a $300 range, right? So he panic sold. Just move the line up 1 cent. Just move out the line so 1 cent, then you didn't copy anyone. Exactly. Man. Look at the Johnny Bravo hair today, guys. Look at that. Whew. Thanks, Ian, dude. I appreciate it. No, like I don't honestly, like, yeah, it does get me a little angry. It does. Like anyone who's not gonna admit that, all right, whatever. It's just I don't like when people that have been watching the stream for a while just like say stuff like that. I don't understand. This chart needs to go upside down. It does. Learn not to be butthurt. I usually don't. There's a few things that can trigger me. A few things that can definitely trigger me. I don't get triggered too easily, but Brian said, I have those charts ready for you. Oh crap, wrong chat. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Just send me over the charts, man. I will make sure to copy those live while everyone's watching me. Why are you copying Johnny Bravo? No, I didn't even know that I was a streamer. And then someone told me that Johnny Bravo was an actual streamer. Like that's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. So someone that's an actual streamer apparently. And yeah. Go back to 40. Please go back. Why are you copying Farrell? What about Anchor? Johnny Bravo is literally an actual streamer, dude. Can you believe that? Can you believe Johnny Bravo? I was doing that as a joke the other day. Like, you look here. Like, I think I'm better looking than Johnny Bravo, right? I think I'm better looking than Johnny Bravo. Matic. Yeah, I can look at Matic, man. What is this? Marco. Hold on, guys. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on 1 second. Start your 7-day free trial. I definitely need to. I definitely need to. Why is that happening? Why is that happening? It shouldn't be happening. Hold on. What the? Man. I know why. I think it's because. Hold on. I think it's because it's on my other computer over here. Hold on. Doesn't look like. Oh man. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, we back? We back. What's going on? We back here. We back. We back. Get off my neighbor's Wi-Fi. Yeah, that was a. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know what was going on there. So I had no idea what was going on there personally. I don't know what that was. So confused. I was scared. Yeah, dude. All right, we're good. We good. All right. Wow, we got 1,000 people back in here instantly. That's crazy. Too much P-Hub? No. I'm more synced now. There we go. I'm synced again. There we go. So I ended up fixing it. At the end of the day, I ended up fixing whatever was wrong there. So that's good to see. It's really good to see. Let's see. Death cross means F all. No, death cross doesn't mean anything, dude. We've talked about the death cross a million freaking times. A million freaking times. So the death cross literally means nothing. If anything, you actually see pumps. You actually see bull markets start after we see the death crosses. There's only one time in the past where a death cross has led to continuous downwards action, right? Only one time. There's another time where it was kind of like, all right, kind of fake. Mike said, obviously, the guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah. I gotta not let things get to me. Sometimes I let things get to me, for sure. But who doesn't, right? I mean, everyone is human. Eventually, you let someone get to you, right? We're all human. I reckon it will pump at the cross. It usually does pump at the cross. Like if we look, and no, I don't have the 7-day trial because I'm cheap. I'm a cheapo. No, but seriously, if we look at the cross here, I mean, I'm not gonna look at it again. You guys already know, right? You guys already know. We had a cross. We had a cross right here, death cross. Right here, we ended up having a bull market. We had a death cross. I think right here, we ended up having a 40% pump. We had one, I believe it was, I forget. We had like one right here or something like that that we ended up going down, but obviously we were already in a bear market at that point. We had another one down here that actually had a bear market or a bull market afterwards. So it's completely useless to think that has anything to do with a death cross. It really is. Golden causes pump. Yeah, I mean, if you actually look, so I'm not going to do it again. We already looked at it earlier in the stream, but when you get the death crosses, you usually have 50% pumps. Jazz, ignore the haters. I do ignore the haters. I do. Go Neil. Where's Neil? What did Neil say here? Neil said, I am human and use the wrench as needed. There we go. Death cross equals something will change. Death cross usually means something already did change, right? Something already did change. Death cross arrives. The dump has already happened. I have a mushroom timestamp forming at $10. Yeah, Bitcoin's literally doing nothing, guys. What are we doing? Nothing. We can look at Binance Coin. Let's look at Binance Coin for real quick for my guys. Probably going to be a shorter stream today just because Bitcoin's not doing anything today again. Binance Coin, downwards resistance. You broke it. You kind of just stalled out now, right? You had a nice little pumpage here. You're just kind of stalling out. So, I mean, yeah, it's not having that same type of head and shoulders top here as the other ones, but it doesn't, I don't love this price action here. It looks a little dumpy. Definitely looks a little dumpy to me. Where this could, on the hourly, I mean, this could be definitely a head and shoulders breakout to the downside. And this could push you back down to approximately about, let's see, about 350, right? 350 could be that breakdown target there. So, definitely not out of the woods yet, but that's Binance. Jazz said, oh good, I'm tired. Thanks, Savage Trader. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the kind words. Same as BTC. kind of. BTC sideways. Is Jordan streaming? Yes, Mark. Jordan is streaming here. Jordan is streaming. Make a phone call, 43K pump. Pretty much. All right, guys. I'm probably going to call it a stream just because there's literally not much going on. We had some technical difficulties. All that fun jazz, but all that fun jazz. Get it? But I'm going to call it a stream. All right? Take it easy. I'll be back. No morning stream tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow night between 7 and 10 as always. You guys are awesome. Thanks for sticking with me through some audio issues today. Had to restart the stream. Appreciate all you guys for doing that. So, as always, you guys are awesome. Are we stuck at 40K because of psychological resistance or legitimate fib level? No, we're at a pretty big resistance. Resistance here from May 26th. And a lot of resistance from back here. So it's a pretty big resistance, man. Pretty big resistance. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Make sure you guys take it easy. All right. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And don't panic sell your crypto. All right.